Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warcraft Dragonflight. So, I wasn't entirely sure where exactly we'd be the next time we came back, and I thought maybe it would be one of the quest lines from the Renown, but then I remembered there's this quest line that kind of wanders around featuring the one, the only, him at Nesingwary, who apparently is retired? Now, earlier in this playthrough, I actually did indicate whether or not, I referenced him, I mentioned him, I wondered whether or not he would actually make his way over here and show up. Now, turns out his son is actually in the Onaran Plains talking with the Centaur. However, good old Hemet, that we have known for how long? Going back to Burning Crusade? I actually cannot remember if I've ever heard if he made an appearance in Vanilla, but I'm pretty sure I recall people saying that he was in Burning Crusade. But he's always kind of like been there, you know, kind of around doing all these hunting quests. So we all pretty much like are aware of Nesingwary. He's pretty rather famous and infamous.
It's a fine.
So I'm curious what he has to say here. You didn't think retirement would keep me out of the game, did you? My eyes aren't what they used to be, and my hands are certainly less steady. But they can hold these reins. This whole dragon scale expedition is quite the operation. Never mind to do my part. As for the Azure Span, well, it reminds me of some of the best places I've ever been. So you're not here to hunt? I've bagged enough trophies to last me 10 lifetimes. Take Tiny and Junior here. Sure, I could put their heads on a wall, as easy as pulling a pint of Doonmurrow Stout. But it'd make my job as a wagon driver significantly harder. I suppose that makes me something of a conservationist.
Happy hunting!
How many of you ever thought we'd see this day with Hemet Nesingwary?
May your aim be...
I have a grim task for you. Not every kill is a measure of skill. Some are measures of kindness. There's an old bull mammoth wandering the forest east of Camp Antonidas. I saw him from a distance a while back, and I hear his sad trumpeting every so often. Clearly he's in great pain. He started crashing blindly through the undergrowth, and I'm worried that he's becoming a danger to others. I'd make my old heart glad if you put a fellow weary soul to rest. Bring me his tusk so we can honor him.
Hey, be safe out there.
No. You can tell. He just wandered in that tree and he's upset that he did. I'm sorry, Stone Tusk. I hope you find peace in death. Now we're going to go see his son, Hemet Nesingwary Jr. Usually we've done these quest lines for Nesingwary, and the hunting has been for like different reasons. Usually to test your skill as a hunter, you know. Obviously a little different tone this time around. Sir Pugsley!
Great to meet you.
Sit, Pugsley, sit! Can I help you with anything? I'm a wee bit busy at the moment. What are you doing in the Dragon Isles? Madar and I are here to help the expedition. He's turned over a new leaf as a wagon driver. and I'm helping run the camp in his absence. We're here for the business of exploration, not big game hunting. His trigger finger twitches.
Watch your back. Safe travels.
Oh, is
See
he
you
done?
soon.
Oh, this brings me no joy. But I'll hang his tusk in a place of honor. Thank you.
Off with you.
So now I find myself wondering, is that all that there is to it? Because usually it's an entire quest line. But here's the issue. As you just saw, we had to go... The thing is, Hemet is just kind of wandering around on his wagon, and then it's like, okay, where is he now?
Safe travel.
And it makes me go, okay, how long is this quest line? Or is it just that... It can't be just that one quest. It can't be. So, let me see if I can actually find this. So, apparently his patrol is just all over Azure Span. He moves from Antonidas to Camp Nowhere and then heads back to Camp Antonidas. He then moves to Iskara and once again back to Camp Antonidas, and on the last of his patrol, he goes to Ronin's Shield, later stopping at Theron's Watch, and then returns to Camp Antonidas. At each stop, he offers a quest to get rid of a predator that is threatening the area. So I'm curious. So he's obviously not here anymore. I think he may have gone this way. And I'm going to check, see whether or not this is the route. I think it is. I think this is the road he would have taken to head towards Iskara. I'm sort of looking at my mini-map instead of the actual road here to see like an exclamation point, because I'm guessing... Ah, there he is. Emmett, wait! Let me hop up on your wagon! Ugh. There we go. I drop in. He's like, oh, you startled me. Don't do that in my old age. You're gonna give me a heart attack. It could be the big one. I would love to make a joke about, you know, like, oh, this is the big one. But, like, I don't know if his wife was or is named Elizabeth. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. 3 kittens on a drum, dancing all round while looking for their mum. Hoity-tay, 3 hunters on the way, looking for some pelts and a solid lump of pay. Bar-um-row, look at him it go. Feed the hunters to some fur bogs, and let the kittens grow. So while we are riding along here with Hemet, and you'll see, this is where I've usually seen him, as he pulls up to Iskara here. This is the place I've usually seen him. Ah, here we go. Iskara, a cold place with a warm welcome. Try not to slip.
I hope you like to hunt. Happy hunting!
I was talking with some hunters out of Iskara the other day, and they mentioned finding a grisly scene. Apparently a particularly murderous rhino bloodhorn has been goring the smaller Bruffalon in the area. The Bruffalon have enough competition in Azure Span without worrying about getting their hands thinned out by an invasive brute from out of town. Bring me his horn. I'd like to make a good impression on our Tuskar friends.
May your aim be true.
What I like is that this is giving me Dragon Scale Expedition rep, and the reason why I like that is because, as you can see here, I forgot about this when I was talking about the next questline. I'm actually really close to this one for the expedition, which is called A Mystery Sealed. So I'm not too far away in terms of rep from unlocking that, and when we do, I guess that'll be the next one we get to. You can see I've actually been trying to make some progress here on my renown. We're at 17 here, 19 is where we'll get that quest, but very close to this one for the expedition. So, but let me kind of finish reading this over, just in case we want to just ride along and pick up each quest with him. Because I don't know how long he's going to stay here. Although it looks like he'll just kind of chill here for a bit. So I'm checking out what the page here about this. This was apparently discovered during the alpha, and of course people Wowhead try and do their job when it comes to giving the details about these things. Nesingwary's wagon does stop at several flight point spots across the zone, with each point giving one or multiple Nesingwary hunting quests. Only this time he's not hunting for sport, but hunting creatures that are being nuisances to the zone or that otherwise need to be put down, such as a gnoll torturing wild animals, or a mammoth so old and in pain that he is blindly crashing around, or an ice giant that is mutilating the fauna of the zone. Once stopping at a location, Nesingwary will offer its specific quest, and he stays there for around 7 minutes before moving on to the next zone. He does the most stops in Camp Antonidas, as the camp is located in the center of Azure Span. Because of the way he does patrol, the best spot to wait for him is by Camp Antonidas. At each stop, he offers a quest to get rid of a predator that is threatening the area. So at Antonidas, he offers the quest about Old Stone Tusk that we just did. The one he just got is for Iskara. He'll offer one when he gets to Camp Nowhere, called Hunting the Huntmaster. And he'll offer one at Theron's Watch and Ronin's Shield. So I may have to do a bit of editing when it comes to this quest line. So I may have to just kind of hang around with him and pick up each quest, like as he goes around. So I may have to just actually... In fact, what I may end up doing here is just kind of sitting here in the wagon and chilling with him, and every time I go to a location, I'll just pick up the quest, as long as I can actually pick up each one, do them all together. And I'm checking, is there anything afterwards? I don't think there is. Actually, no, I take that back. There's apparently another one he'll give us at Camp Antonidas, called A Shadow in the Ice. So it's probably about the ice giant, I'm guessing. So let's see. So he's actually right over here. Alright, let's see if I can quickly take care of this before he leaves. There he is. In case you're curious, this is the progress that I've made on this character since the last video. I'm now up to 394 item level. Was able to take care of a couple of pieces I needed to be taken care of, including some wrists that I had crafted, and a belt that I think I got during the raid, if I recall correctly. Whoa, whoa, that is not where I want to go. Just trying to make my way back to the camp before Nesingwary takes off. Yep, he's still here. Alright, so I think I'm just going to ride with Nesingwary for a bit here, and when we come back, like, I'll probably be making jumps and cuts and edits here. This may be a pretty edited video where I just have to cut out a lot of the filler of me riding around with him to each location in order to get each quest. So, just hang tight, guys. Okay, so I want to go ahead and include this. This was a little bit of a conversation he just had with me. He said, "My son Junior is back at Camp Nowhere. I told him that I was joining the Dragonflight expedition as a bit of fun, and he insisted on coming along. You're getting old, Dad. You need to slow down. Bah! Humbug! Still, it's good to know that he's waiting for me with a mug of ale and a leg of mutton. After his mum has, I think that's a typo, Blizz, caught a typo. After his mum passed, I got lost in the hunt, and we drifted apart for too long. He's a good son. Certainly the best an old dwarf like me could hope for. Ah, the great outdoors. What a way to spend your days. A wind on your face and the sun at your back. That being said, I don't miss the heat of Stranglethorn for a minute, or the winds of Nagrand. This breezy climate makes my old bones sing. I'm working on a new book. Well, more of a biography. A Movable Beast, the life and times of Azeroth's greatest hunter. Quite the title, isn't it? It's about my son. Aw, that's sweet. You know, there was a time when people scoffed at the idea of a dwarf hunter. They said that we were too short, that our guns and our gazes were too close to the ground. I've trained many young hunters who put that stupid old myth to bed, but none more so than the gnome Addy Fizzlebog. Now there's a lass who knows her business. Whether his book or blunderbuss, whether with book or blunderbuss, she's pound for pound my equal in every way. I wonder what she's up to these days. Alright, so we are pulling up on Camp Nowhere. And I think this is the final quest.
It's a fine day for a hunt. May your aim be true.
Okay.
Hey, be safe out there.
Alright. I'll see you in a bit, Hemet. Or rather, I'll see your son in a bit. Now, I'm just going to double check on the list here that this is all of them. So we did Stone Tusk. So then we have Huntmaster, Face of Death, Pruning the Pack, Shadow in the Ice, and Protecting the Herd. Okay. Yep, that's all 6. Okay, so in that case, let's go ahead and read these now. I heard from one of the guards in Camp Nowhere that there's a nasty piece of work mutilating the local wildlife. Calls itself a Huntmaster. Hunting is one thing, but I can't abide torturing any living thing. Besides, my wagon could use a good luck charm. Pfft. Bring me back its paw. Tell me, friend, have you ever seen the face of death? Well, actually, yes, literally, just when we were in the shower. What am I saying? Of course you have! Oh, was that a rhetorical question? Death, after all, has many faces. I've heard tell of the Imbu Tuskar that one of its faces lives up in these hills. To even say its name is to invite a violent, frigid death. Frostjaw. Well now, you have to hunt it, for my sake at least. You see those imprints in the snow? Yeti tracks. Something must have riled them up to hunt this close to the road. If you can't hunt down their pack leader, we don't want them to start ambushing travellers. If he's particularly mean brute, collect his head. That should dissuade the others. I've heard whispers while passing through Camp Antonidas. Talk of mutilated fauna being found across the icy steppes. Some nothing more than bloody splatters. Whatever it is, it's got the mages scared and made the local wildlife scarce. Poke around the top of the glacier. If I was a bitten dwarf, I'd say that's where any apex predator worth its salt would stake its claim. Bring me a piece of it so we can soothe the Kirin Tor. And we already took care of the rhino over here. Alright, so now let's go hunting. As a Hemet used to say when we would take his quests, happy hunting! We'll go ahead and do all these and then just go turn them in at Camp Nowhere. There you are. More skin and bones! Good, good! Master. Sure. What you just saw me do there is basically use the tip that Preach gave about dragon flying. Just fly straight up with all of them and then just, you know, take advantage of flying down to rebuild it. Hello, Frostfist.
Me make ice red.
I need a target.
And then just angle yourself a little bit down, and then you can rebuild your speed. Gosh, my dragon's wings are glitching. I have been having some strange bugs and glitches ever since this patch came out this past week. Earlier today, I had one of the weirdest bugs I've ever seen. How amusing that he looks very much like the mount that we could get. Alright. I'd like to think that there's going to be some kind of reward for doing all these, but I doubt it. I mean, usually it would be an entire quest line. Like, the gnome he was talking about, you remember her? We helped her in Legion. The quest line for him in Nesingwary in High Mountain, we were helping Addie actually, like, learn to be a better hunter.
What's on your mind? Safe travels. Off with you.
Ah, looks like you were successful. Good. Here's hoping that the critters around here can rest a bit more easily.
See you soon. Watch your back.
An ice giant! Oh, by Magni's bronze beard! And you're in one piece, too! Impressive. I'll show this to the Kirin Tor. Now maybe they'll get off our backs.
See you soon. Safe travels. Off with you.
Excellent job. This will go a long way in helping the Bruffalon prosper and will hopefully show our Tuskar neighbors that we are also good stewards of this land. We could learn a lesson from Bloodhorn. Just because we're stomping through this beautiful place doesn't give us the right to do what we want with it. Always leave the world better than you found it.
Watch your back.
Ain't that the truth?
Off with you.
And look at that, the questline just arrived. We will do that next time. We're not doing that now. I gotta shut this off in just a moment here. Whoa, talk about a mean mug. I'm glad you made it back alive. As unsavory as making an example of it is, keeping the Yeti off the roads is best for them. And us.
Safe travels. See you soon.
You're alive! I can't imagine what kind of fight that beastie put up with. You cornered him. Azure Span's a little safer thanks to you. Do me a favor and check on Mada.
Off with you.
Hey, Doc. Looks out of breath as he hands you a letter inviting you back to the camp. He eagerly tries to explain. Sealed door, Titan secrets. Yes? Huh. Okay. And we will be doing that quest line when we return. Stay tuned.